Ladies and gentlemen, as one of the many co-founders of this incredible organization, it is my distinct honor to present tonight's Equality Activist Award to actor and humanitarian Sharon Stone.
We've been doing it together. Thank you. You know, when I first started working for AmFAR, people told me that no one would take me seriously if I did that. And my publicist, Cindy Berger, got hives. And so I knew that it was a good idea. Every time people tell me, don't do that, that's just an awful idea, that's when I know I've got a winner. And you guys, you're my winner. It's funny, isn't it, how difficult the concept of equality is. How hard and justice for all seems to be. How hard for all seems to be as a construct. What is it about all that seems to be some sort of delineated ideal? Where I came from in Pennsylvania, all really was just everybody. You know? All is really all. United we stand. United, the United States. You know, we weren't called France or England or the Ukraine or any of these other wonderful countries, Ireland, from which we came. We were called the United States, and justice for all. And in my opinion, leadership in these United States is certainly meant to be for all. Equality, no matter how you look at it, literally the two straight lines, they may be separate, they may be different. You know, I find it interesting when we look at people and we want to identify them. We look at our fingerprints. We look at facial recognition. We're beginning to even be able to do a kind of computer recognition that scans the way we walk, because we're starting to understand that every person, each person walks with their own style, so individuated as to be individuated like a fingerprint, like facial recognition. Every person is this unique, this individuated, this singular. Each one of all of us equal, united group of people is that individual, that unique, that special, that singular, that one. How, when, then, do we choose that that singularity should be defined as something other, something else, something incorrect? In infancy, when we love that newborn muffin, foot-biting, yummy smell, when we're one, when we're two, when we suddenly decide, oh no, you have a contrary idea to mine? Is this when we are no longer presumed equal or the same or united? Who then determines this lack of equality? Who then is so individuated, so singular, that they have the prowess to determine that your singularity is less than? Who, then, is so special, so singular, that they may decide that there is some equality far greater, far superior than another equality, or less than another? This is certainly not the principle that I understood when I read the Constitution, because, you know, I did. I'm like that. I read things. I don't just tweet. I actually care about the people that I represent. When I started working for AmFAR 22 years ago, I put on a hazmat suit and went into a laboratory and looked at the AIDS virus under a microscope. Now that's unique. When I started putting in water wells in Africa, I went to Uganda, and I learned how water wells got put into rock and sand and hillsides. Because I believe that when you're going to represent things, you have to look at them, understand them, study them, know them, not make impulse decisions based on arrogance, foolhardiness, compulsivity, and lack of information. I do not believe that I am a person who can choose from some perch someone's position in the world. My grandmother does. My grandmother says, gay people, or as I like to call them, the better people. Well, actually, she says, gay people, or as I like to call them, the better people. I met her. She's not my real grandmother. She's my adopted grandmother. So real to me. I met her at Dr. Krim's house, where she was about to go speak to Bill Clinton when he was president. She was a woman who had lost one of her daughters on prom night in a car accident, and it was about to lose her other, also adopted daughter from AIDS, from HIV, one of the first young women to die from AIDS. She didn't believe either that some people were less equal than others. I'm very grateful that she chose to be my grandmother, because mine have long passed. And I've learned a lot from having her as my grandmother. And this I can tell you: gay people, or as I like to call them, the better people, don't let anyone say that these United States and this Constitution does not demand your equality. No matter who's tweeting, because this Constitution demands justice for all, fairness for all, and equality for all. The law demands equality and justice for all. The law demands equality, and you must demand equality. When I came to this town, my father said to me, "No one is going to respect you. You have to demand respect." Mostly people just said I was a bitch. But hey, now it's Miss Bitch. Thank you.